June 23rd, we celebrate National Typewriter Day, marking the anniversary of the typewriter's U.S. patent back in 1868. But today, let's rewind to the early 1900s and talk about a name that became synonymous with the click-clack rhythm of American productivity, the Royal Typewriter Company. It all began in 1904 in a small Brooklyn machine shop when two innovators, Edward B. Hess, a mechanic, and Louis C. Myers, a businessman, teamed up with one big idea to build a better typewriter, one that was rugged, reliable, and ready for the modern office, or, should I say, modern at the time. But it wasn't easy. Typewriters were already a booming industry, dominated by companies like Remington. Hess and Myers needed more than just a good machine. They needed money. Enter Thomas Fortune Ryan, rather ironic name. A powerful Wall Street financier. With his backing, Royal was officially incorporated in 1906, and by 1907, the first Royal typewriter, the Model 1, was born, and people took notice. Royal's machines were different, solidly built, and easier to maintain, and packed with clever innovations, like a friction-free paper feed and a flatbed design that looked futuristic at the time. The first few Royal machines were, in fact, flatbed designs, as seen here, the Model 1 and the Model 5. And by 1914, Royal had exploded onto the scene, building a massive factory in Hartford, Connecticut, the Royal Typewriter Building, and churning out machines by the thousands. During World War I, Royal supplied typewriters to the U.S. government, cementing its role in America's growing office culture. Fast forward to the 1920s and 30s, and Royal had fully embraced advertising. They ran bold national campaigns claiming their typewriters were the machine you would eventually buy. They even dropped a Royal out of an airplane in 1927, to prove how durable it was. And yes, it still worked. Then came World War II, and like many American companies, Royal shifted its gears to support the war effort, producing weapons, ammunition, and military equipment. Civilian typewriter production slowed, but it did not stop. And after the war, Royal returned with a vengeance. They re-released a popular model of typewriter, the Royal Quiet Deluxe, in 1947, which had been started in the very late 1930s. A very popular model at the time before the war, and after the war, they re-released it with a much better design under a new style. And the Quiet Deluxe was a machine by Royal that was used by a list of famous people, and not limited to writer Ernest Hemingway, author Ian Fleming, and even Queen Elizabeth II. With sleek designs and colorful finishes, Royal machines became as much a fashion statement as it was a work tool. Going into the 1950s, Royal would re-release the Quiet Deluxe again in a multitude of colors, in beige, blue, red, green, a limited edition gold, and a very still to this day sought-after pink design. The Quiet Deluxe would remain in production up until 1957 and would be sold until 1959, before being replaced by the Royal Futurist series, the 600, 400, and 800 models. And by the 1970s came the typewriter's biggest threat, the computer age. Royal tried to keep up. They tried to adapt, merging with Litton Industries by making electric models and even branching into calculators and word processors. Today, Royal still exists, and yes, they still do, in fact, make a line of typewriters, though the quality has indeed diminished horrendously. They are still in business, and their vintage machines are still highly collectible, and many still do work. Royal machines back in the day were built with high quality. I myself owned a Royal Model P, their first official portable model that was made in 1928. And while I had it more recently, it still worked flawlessly, minus a few sticky keys that was easily dealt with. So on this National Typewriter Day, maybe dust off an old Royal, pop in an ink ribbon, and feel the weight of every key stroke. There's something timeless, something almost romantic about the way those old keys snap down. After all, Royal didn't just make typewriters. They built tools that wrote history.